Hi, my name is Blake McMillan, and I'm going to be telling you all about my speech today. In 2012, Norton Cybercrime Report stated that the world spent an estimate of $110 billion to combat cybercrime, an average of nearly $200 per victim. Investigating internet crimes and introduction to solving crimes in cyberspace can be found at Waltham, Massachusetts, Congress 2014. The speaker, author, broadcast analyst, documentary expert, and educator, spent 25 years in law enforcement, finishing his career as the Senior Detective Sergeant and Computer Crimes Unit. During his tenure, he formed the state Nevada's first computer crime investigation unit and has been instrumental in the development and passage of many of the state's cybercrime laws. Cybercrime is the fastest growing area of crime as more criminals seek to exploit the cyberspace convenience and annoyance that the internet provides to commit a diverse range of criminal activities. This book's primary focus is to provide law enforcement with the basic skills to understand how to investigate traditional crimes committed on the internet. I chose this article because it had a lot of information on cybercrimes and went in deep detail on what it was and how it worked. This article provides information on criminal acts on the internet are varied as there are crimes to commit. My main point are internet criminals, how the internet works, and steps on how they catch criminals. My first point on this is internet criminals. Usually we tend to portray internet criminals as someone in their mid-teens to late 40s that has a great bit of knowledge in how to use the technical equipment and that has never really come into contact with law enforcement. Reasoning behind this is most criminals that are taken into custody fit this description. If ignorant, both of your enemy and yourself are certain to be in peril. I will now be transitioning to my next point. My second point is on how the internet works. The internet has become one of the greatest impacts in history due to its vast knowledge and ways to keep people in touch. The internet was created through a funding in a U.S. project known as DARPA. I must confess that I have never trusted the web. I've always seen it as a coward's tool. Where does it live? How do you hold it personally responsible? Can you put a distributing network of fiber optic cable? And it is male or female? In other words, can I challenge it to a fight? And now on to my third point. My third point is on the steps to investigate these crimes. There are 4 important steps that you need to assess if you're going to solve these crimes. Make a prediction, find the elements to prove, state the preliminary steps, and investigate the steps. This shows that there are ways to find this. There is a way to bring the authority down on the crime. The article is very helpful because it also informs and knowledge of these people that have been through this, all the steps and actions to take these criminals down. Finally, on to my conclusion. In conclusion, my main points are internet criminals, how the internet works, and the steps on how they catch the internet. This book emphasizes that many people are getting involved with internet crimes. However, the authorities are finding new ways to catch them every day. I believe that we can stop internet crimes with the right resources. What are some ways that you think we can catch these specific types of criminals?
Hey, Dad,
4 minutes, 17 seconds.
that's not bad.